Da, 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 da. Hello, Bond fans, and welcome to this audio ban commentary on the very first James Bond film in the official series, Dr. No, released in 1962, directed by Terrence Young, and starring Sean Connery in his first outing as 007. So, this was the movie that began over 50 years of movie magic. So, Dr. No. In light of obviously Hangouts is going to be closing down very soon, which is a big shame. Uh, we wanted to get him one last chance to really commentate on James Bond. We chose Dr. No, the very first Bond film, released in 1962. Just like the other commentaries, this is not for profit. We're just fans, literally giving our opinions. We can't show the image of the film for legal reasons. So if you want to follow with us, put in your DVD or Blu-ray and put your timestamp to 0, and then when we press play, you press play. I'm joined by my friend Jack, as always. So, Jack, do you want to say anything before we kickstart this thing?
Just thought this is probably the final hangout you and me are going to do together on air before it closes, because you're going on holiday on Monday, so it's probably the last one that we're going to do, which is sad. But I mean, it's good that we're doing Dr. No, but it's a bitch that Hangouts is closing. But yeah,
it is a shame. But I mean, hopefully it's not the end, folks. We will be hopefully able to live stream on another platform, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Anyway, let's get on with the movie. So, you ready, Jack?
ready when you are.
Do you want to do the countdown, or shall I?
I'll do the countdown if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, Leo the Lion. Hear me roar!
For the last time, we're going to say hi to you on Hangouts.
Yeah, weird that this is on Blu-ray. This is strange. How good the quality looks.
Yeah. I mean, the first gun battle is quite weird, but very iconic in a lot of ways.
And that was it. 50 years of movie magic was born.
Nearly 60.
Yeah, actually, yeah. In about 3 years, it'll be 60th anniversary.
Yeah.
Dr. No. I mean,
Very
I
good title sequence for time.
yeah, for a first sequence, it's not bad. The weird thing is, though, the music changes too much. It's a little bit too, like, it feels like there's 3 title sequences of one. I think they should have just stuck with one thing throughout the whole sequence rather than change to something else, like the 3 blind mice or underneath the mango tree or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I was stuck with just these red and colored dots.
Yeah,
the title sequence. Yeah. This stuff's a bit weird, but yeah.
A little bit of a bizarre change, to be honest.
I mean, I think you could tell Dr. No, it's the first Bond film, so they haven't quite perfected the formula yet. With a lot of things in it, but I still think it's a good film. It's a great film, because I mean, without this, you wouldn't have had Goldfinger, Live and Let Die, Spy Love Me, Skyfall, Spectre. You know, you wouldn't have all these great Bond films, and even the not so great ones as well, like That Other Day.
Yeah. It definitely, I mean, it obviously did something right, and it set the stage for movie magic. But this sequence is a little bizarre.
Yeah. Monty Norman is a genius for creating the Bond theme.
But this bit is weird. The 3 blind mice.
Yeah. It is,
Well,
yeah.
And actually, funny enough, the new Bond movie, still titled Bond 25, is going to be set in Jamaica. Obviously, this film is set in Jamaica. I mean, look at the restoration. That is impressive.
Yeah. I'm watching it on the Blu-ray as well, and it looks like it was shot yesterday.
Yeah, you would think it was 1962, and I mean, this puts Sean Connery on the map.
It really did, yeah. I mean, before that, it was kind of unknown. And then, I mean, the film changed cinema forever because we never seen sort of an agent like Bond before, and we haven't seen a series that, like this before. And they did a great job of bringing Ian Fleming's books to the screen, and I think Ian Fleming really liked the first two Bond films.
Yeah,
he saw from
he wasn't actually a fan of Sean Connery. I don't think at first he wasn't keen on Sean Connery because he was Scottish.
Yeah, I think he originally wanted David Niven. I mean, I think he even wanted Roger Moore at one point, but Roger Moore was doing the scene. But yeah.
Oh, don't worry, he would definitely get Roger Moore at some point. I mean, for me, Doctor No is not the best movie of this franchise. No way. I mean, there's still a lot of greatness to come, but it was a pretty good film. I really do admire it, and I think Terrence Young did a good job of beginning this franchise, which has lasted over 50 years. It's incredible, really.
Yeah. There's some people who really love Doctor No and say it's one of the best Bond films. I think it's a good Bond film, but I wouldn't say it's one of the best. I mean, there definitely, yeah, like you said, there's room for improvement. There are better things to come. But it's a very good start to the series. I mean, Terrence Young definitely left his stamp on the Bond series. I mean, he was a guy who started it with this film and then must have loved. I mean, that seems quite brutal in some ways, but yeah.
I mean, this is definitely one of the better Sean Connery Bond films for me, anyway.
Mm-hmm. There he is, Doctor No.
I can imagine when this film came out, they probably didn't think it would have as much acclaim as it did.
Yeah.
There are some classic things in this movie. For me, it doesn't get perfect till the third film, Goldfinger. That was when they really just perfected it. They got it right. The first two were a bit more experimental, I think.
I think you can tell that Doctor No has the lowest budget of the Bond films, but it's not a bad thing. I mean, this budget is still pretty good, but you could tell it's not as big as, say, for much of Love or Goldfinger or Spy Love Me, because it's the first Bond film, so it didn't have as much money to spend on the budget. But I mean, it's a great film.
I mean, they clearly got. I mean, there was clearly a lot of success from it. So I guess, thankfully, they earned loads more money. And I think Sean Connery must have been paid so much.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's worth a fortune now, and the Bond films really, well, I mean, they made a star out of him, and it's probably the most famous man in the world for a very long time because of the Bond films.
And this is definitely one of the most famous scenes in cinema history. The introduction of Sean Connery as James Bond.
And for me, it's the best delivery of the line, Bond, James Bond.
I'd have to agree with that, actually. It's just so slick, just so smooth.
Yeah, it's the best introduction to Bond, I think, as well. I mean, the way he says it, funny. I mean, Scottish boy says Bond, James Bond. He sounds English, like he's putting on an English accent or something. But
yeah.
And
afterwards,
he doesn't say.
Loses the accent and just sticks to Scottish.
Yeah, because I mean, the other films he's like Bond, James Bond, but here he's like Bond, James Bond. Like, yeah.
Bond, James Bond. Here we go.
Yeah, that's a great delivery of the line.
Oh, he's doing it when he's smoking a cigar as well.
A cigarette, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
it's a great delivery of the line. He's so cool. Like, you know, he lights the cigarette, and I mean, Connery is great as James Bond. Now, I know a lot of people say he's the best James Bond. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. For me, I do think I prefer Daniel Craig and Roger Moore, but he's definitely my third favorite Bond. I mean, he was Bond that I saw Diamonds Are Forever, and he was my favorite Bond for a long time. But he's still a great Bond. I mean, I think his time will on for the role, but actually his first three films, Doctor No, Love and Goldfinger, you can really tell that he's into the character, and he just defines the big screen. Like, he's great.
Yeah. I mean, he's very suave. He's probably one of the most suave of the Bonds, and I mean, he defined it for the big screen. So there's huge amount to be said for that. I do agree. His interest in the role definitely dwindled after his fourth movie, or like in his fourth movie, I think. But
Yeah.
still, his first three films are definitely his best films, especially Goldfinger.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. And Terrence Young does a great job, and I love that then right now. I mean, it's kind of sad. Sylvia Trench, Eunice Grayson, who passed away, I think, recently. But she was great as Sylvia Trench. I mean, yeah, of course, the iconic scene where he flings the hat. I mean, none of the other Bonds really have done that, apart from Connery and Lazenby. I think they sort of ditched the hat when Moore came in, but yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine Daniel Craig wearing a top hat, to be honest. I think he would look a bit silly, but
Yeah.
I mean, this is a great scene. Where the first time we see Bond and Moneypenny.
Yeah. Lois Maxwell was quite attractive when she was younger. It's Moneypenny, but yeah.
I mean,
I
she was
about.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
So she played this role for over 20 years. For 23 years. That's insane.
Yeah. The definitive Moneypenny.
I agree with you. She's definitely the best. I mean, I love Naomi Harris as well. She's only been in 2 films, so soon to be 3 films, but yet to see Bond 25. So.
And for me, Bernard Lee, the definitive M. I think he was great as M. I mean, he played it the longest, from this film up to Moonraker, so about 17 years.
I'll be amazed if Ray Fiennes ends up playing it that long.
It's a shame he passed away between Moonraker and For Your Eyes Only, but he was a great M.
Yeah, I agree. I think he had the best chemistry potentially with Connery. I just think there was a lot more friction. Obviously, with Roger Moore, he was only there for the first few films. With Lazenby, it was they didn't get a lot of scenes together. So, yeah.
I think he worked well with both Bonds and Moore, and he was good with Lazenby as well. I'm good with all the Bonds that he was with, but yeah, I mean, no, he's great. I definitely think Ray Fiennes probably took a lot of inspiration for his portrayal of M from Bernard Lee.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can understand that. I mean, obviously, Skyfall made a big point of going back in time and then restarting, essentially coming full circle by having the old office back and all of that, and having a man returning as M. So I can totally see why they did that. But I still think Ray Fiennes is his own character. I mean, he is Gareth Mallory. There's no... he's not ripping off Bernard Lee, but I mean, that he certainly has a similar type of character.
No, he's not ripping off Bernard Lee at all. I mean, funnily enough, Bond in this, he has a Beretta. Originally in the books, Bond carried a Beretta, but apparently the filmmakers changed it to a Walther PPK because they thought a Beretta was more a woman's gun, because it's a lot smaller and a lot lighter. So they decided, instead of having the Beretta in the film, they would change it to a Walther PPK.
Well, in the words of Daniel Craig, I like you better without your Beretta. MI7? What?
Yeah.
That must be a bit of a continuity error.
It's funny enough, I've just put on the subtitles there instead MI6, but he says MI7. It's kind of weird. Like, they invented like MI7 for this film, but then the next film afterwards, they just dropped that instead of MI6. It's a bit weird, but yeah.
It's a shame they didn't cast Desmond Llewellyn for this film. I mean, Desmond would obviously be in the next film, but he wouldn't really get much to do. But then in the third film, he gets way more to do.
I love the way, he's no fool. He's like, oh, you leave the Beretta, He's not stupid, He realizes Bond tried to take the Beretta. No.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Bond never fucked Moneypenny. It's like the one woman that...
Well, not that we know.
Well, she's like the one woman he's never got to spread the legs of. Well,
I don't know. Well, maybe after Bond 25 might break that convention. But I kind of like the fact that their relationship is a bit more flirtatious. It's not all about the sex.
Yeah.
They have a bit of banter.
Yeah. Is this the first 007 film where we see his house or his flat? Or is this just some kind of flat that he's renting out somewhere?
I don't know. It must be his. Must be his own.
Yes. Oh, she's playing golf.
Great legs.
Reminds me of the poster for Your Eyes Only.
Yeah. God, she is a...
Decided to accept... What were we going to say?
She's a beautiful woman.
I don't understand why they dubbed her in this film. Like, Calvin Dyson's right. Her voice sounded fine in the trailer, but they dubbed her in this film. I mean, the dubbing's good. You wouldn't tell it was dubbed, but I don't know why they dubbed her voice, because, original voice was fine, but...
Seems totally...
What I want to know... What I want to know is, how the hell did she get into Bond's apartment? That's what I want to know. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Did she just get the key off someone, or...
Unless he, well, I was going to say if he gave her a key, but then again he snuck up and was checking who was in, so who knows? Yeah. Maybe she picked the lock.
Yeah. This guy's the first Felix Leiter. I mean, I think he's a good Felix Leiter, but I prefer David Edison. Sadly, he passed away recently.
Yeah, I was going to say, you heard about that then, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, David Edison is the best Felix. Jeffrey Wright was very good, but he didn't get much to do in Quantum of Solace.
Well, I think that he's going to get a lot to do in 125 by the looks of it.
Hopefully. I'm glad he's coming back. I mean, he's now officially the longest-serving Felix. 3 films.
Yeah.
I don't understand, though, like, in the Bond series, why they change Felix almost every movie. I never understood that. Like, you'd think for each Bond, they would have one actor playing Felix continuously, but never do.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's interesting. Apparently, David Hedison was like a lifelong friend of Roger Moore, so that was interesting as well. But yeah,
That's good. I mean, they do overuse the Bond theme in this film quite a bit, but it is the first film, so I think they can sort of get away with it. Although I think in From Russia with Love, they it's poorly edited when he's like the Bond theme is playing when he's just looking through his hotel room. It's a little unnecessary.
Yeah, it's a bit random, but I don't mind it in this film because it's the first Bond film, and I mean the Bond theme's awesome, so why not use it? I mean that is a classic piece of music. I mean Monty Norman is a genius, you know that. It's just great. And Connery looks great in this as well. I like his suit and everything.
Hmm. It looks very dapper.
It's funny that we're watching this film. It's set in Jamaica, and the new Bond film set in Jamaica, like 56 years later. It's sort of coming full circle in some ways. The Bond franchise.
Yeah. Da, da, da,
When was the
da.
when was the last time we were in Jamaica in a Bond film? Was it GoldenEye or was it like Live and Let Die or
Uh, GoldenEye. I don't remember them being in Jamaica for that.
no? Was it Casino Royale within Jamaica? Not at all, or
Casino
briefly, or
Royale. They were in Madagascar at the start of the film.
all right, yeah.
I guess it
I think
might
it's
have been.
probably sorry. Thought it was what?
I mean, I guess it might have. I suppose it might be Live and Let Die.
Yeah. Terrence Young did a much better job with the first two Bond films than he did with Thunderball. Would you agree?
Yeah. No, I like Terence Young. He's a good director.
Yeah. I mean, I say Connor's Bond's probably next to Daniel Craig the most rough James Bond.
Busted.
Ooh. Oh, Mr. Jones. Where's Indy? Where's Junior?
Dr. Jones, you cheat, Dr. Jones.
Bond isn't an idiot.
I like this. How how intense Connery is. His delivery.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Uh-oh. Tried to go for the gun, you bitch. Music's good here.
Pretty good first fight scene.
Yeah. Get up. Bond just takes his arse.
Whoops.
Apparently, Connery always liked a good fight in the Bond films. He always really enjoyed it. Probably because he's Scottish.
Yes. Bond, James Bond.
Oh shit! Cyanide pill. Fuck.
You know what it does to you? Hydrogen cyanide?
Yeah. Can you imagine it turned out he was like Silva's dad or something?
Is it weird? It's weird that this is one of the shorter Bond movies. It's not the shortest. That goes to Quantum of Solace, but it's still, I think, the second shortest.
Yeah, I think From Russia of Love's about the same length as well. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think it needed to. It didn't need to be 2 hours. I mean, I think the problem with Thunderball is like 2 hours and 15 minutes or whatever, and it just felt so much longer. And the film's shot very well. I mean, this film was shot 56 years ago. Oh, sorry, 50. Sorry, yeah.
No,
50.
sorry, I interrupted you. It's really hard to imagine that it has been.
This film was shot like 57 years ago, and Connery's still alive, which is insane. But yeah, well, I think Connery will be 90 next year.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah. Funny that this film doesn't have like a soundtrack as much as the other Bond films do. Like, there's music in it, but there's only music when they think it's necessary, which doesn't bother me, but it's interesting. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Oh, sorry, I'm starting to stay awake.
Long day.
Yeah. Say that.
Funnily enough, Doctor No, I think it was written after Live and Let Die, and the fisherman in Live and Let Die, he was actually supposed to be. Well, he's the grandson of the character, the fisherman in Doctor No, but in the book, because Live and Let Die was written first, I think.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the father, and the guy in Doctor No was supposed to be the grandson, but they switched it on because Doctor No was filmed first. I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's funny with the Bond films because they never shot them in order. They didn't start with Casino Royale. They started with Doctor No, which is the fifth book, and they sort of done it in random order since then. But yeah.
Oh. Connery's costume looking very good.
Yes.
Disgusting, but oh well. The one strand of hair.
To see if someone tries to open it.
I like the way, like, he sort of like scavenges around the room.
Yeah. That grey suit he has, the grey trousers and the grey coat. I mean, I think he has that in the first three Bond films, like up until Goldfinger, I think.
Oh. Mr. Bond. I mean, at least,
Yes,
I mean,
Mr.
Doctor
Bond.
No's one of those ones in the series you can just kind of kick back and it's just fun, you know. Doctor No. It's not really, the plot isn't too intricate. It's a fun romp for me.
Yeah, I think it's a great film. I mean, it's not a masterpiece, but it's a very good start. And I mean, I think each film in the series got better. And well, I mean, you got Doctor No, which was great. For Much of Love, I think was better, and then Goldfinger was like the pinnacle of like the Connery films. And then after that, it sort of went downhill with Thunderball stuff. But yeah. I mean, the locations are nice for this, like Jamaica and all.
Yeah, it's certainly very colourful. And on high definition Blu-ray definitely shines through.
I'd like to go to Jamaica one day. It'd be great to visit those Bond locations. I actually know someone. Um, his name's Mike, and he lives in America, but he's been to the Caribbean a couple of times, and he's been to Jamaica where they filmed the Bond films, and in he went to the house from License to Kill where Della gets killed, which is quite cool. But yeah.
Oh yeah, Coral. First that we were introduced to Quarrel. He's one of my favourite characters in this film.
Will Bond have a quarrel with Quarrel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it me, but Michael Corleone in The Godfather Part 2, he sort of looks a little bit similar to Connery in this. Like, he's the greased back hair and he sort of has a similar outfit, the sort of grey outfit. I mean, sort of a typical look for a sophisticated man back in the 50s and 60s. That sort of suit and slick back hair and stuff, but yeah.
I think Quarrel's great. It's a shame what happens to him, though.
You hear it underneath the mango tree.
Underneath the mango tree.
Moonlit sky, me honey, and I can make fairyland. Oh.
I kind of like this because we don't really know in terms of like if Quarrel's an ally yet. I think they fight actually in a minute, and then he does actually help Bond in the end.
Yeah. It's funny. I wonder if Bond 25 they'll go back to the beach where we first meet Honey Rider. That'd be cool.
Ooh.
Oh.
Make a quarrel with Quarrel.
He's got a flick knife. Who wrestles alligators?
In a wild crocodile.
You're fucked.
Yeah, the music isn't full Bondy at this stage, but it is the first movie, so I'll give them a pass for that.
Yeah. I mean, this guy plays Felix Leiter. I think he's very good. I think he's a good Felix Leiter.
Oh, too
I
late.
like the Felix Leiter in Goldfinger as well. He's good. You know, it's funny about Felix Leiter. In the books, he's black, but all the Bond films, except the Daniel Craig films, he's white. And the same for Never Say Never Again. He's black in that as well. So, I mean, the only Felix Leiters that were, what was in the book, like a black character, or in Never Say Never Again and the Craig films. But
well, we don't talk about Never Say Never Again because it don't exist.
Well, sadly it does, but yeah.
No, they got
jump up.
Jamaican culture.
Funnily enough, I remember watching the behind the scenes of this. Jump Up was like a popular song in Jamaica at the time, I think.
Jump up, jump up.
Imagine if someone did an edit of this with that music from the behind the scenes trailer for Bond 25.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
One thing I will say about Dr. No, I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, I think Dr. No is a great villain, but he's not really revealed until like the last 20 minutes of it, and it's kind of a shame, but yeah.
Yeah. I still can't believe how good the high definition is.
Yeah.
I mean, little did they know, like the actors in this film, that it would become so huge worldwide.
That's true. She's a spy.
Oh wow, she's an attractive lady.
I really like Jamaican people. They're great people.
Yeah, amazing, and like they live in such a hot country with loads of heat. I don't know how they ever get used to it.
Yeah. It's funny because a lot of Jamaican people have English surnames because Jamaica used to be part of the British Empire, and a lot of them came over here from like the West Indies and Jamaica and stuff. So, yeah. Plus fella.
Well, Jamaica's a lovely place, and I'm not surprised that they chose it to film 125 there.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Oh, freelance like Peter Parker. Well, this scene is oh god, that looks sore. Oh. Wow, she's vicious.
Oh,
What, we scarred him for life? Freelance. Oh. Doctor, no.
yeah. Actually, that being said, it would be a while before we actually get to the villain. There's a bit of a build-up before we get to Doctor No himself.
I think there's a bit too much build-up. I would have introduced him a lot earlier in the film, but I can understand why they did it. You know, because they want to build up to the villain. But yeah. Hmm.
Like that Doctor No, like it just gets on with it. It's paced fairly well. This film.
Yeah, I think so as well. It holds up pretty well for a film that came out nearly 60 years ago. It'll be weird in 2062 when this film will be 100 years old. Well,
Oh god, yeah. Well, I don't know if we'll be alive to see that.
oh no, we will. I mean, we'll be about 66 by that time.
Oh, back in the office.
Yes. Name's Bond, James Bond.
How
God,
many
can you
women?
imagine if he... Sorry?
How many women did Connery hook up with in the movies?
What, in real life or just the films?
No, like just like as his Bond.
I don't have any. I don't have a clue. I don't keep count, but yeah. Imagine if they did 007 Legends level of this, they'd probably fuck it up as well. Like, what's your name? James Bond.
Yes.
That was
Well, that
awful.
was embarrassing, really. And also
It's a shame that's the last Bond game that we've ever gotten. Like, it was 7 years ago. I mean, for fuck's sake, just give us another one, you know.
yeah, I agree with that.
I wonder if, like, Connor's suits were, like, tailor-made.
Well, I mean, maybe at least one of them has to be tailor-made.
Oh. I mean, he always looks very good in a suit. Well.
Good old Sean Connery.
Penis, get to bed! did Bond life, turned Connor into a psychopath, crazy loon.
Yeah, well, starts going on a bit of a killing spree, doesn't he? Well, in our sketches, anyway.
Yeah. We change him from Bond into this fucking maniac,
Yeah.
crazy maniac.
But in a way, it actually does work.
Yeah. The sets by Ken Adam are great.
Wow.
It'd
Look at that stunning day.
be great to work on a Bond film. Like, if you're just a guy handing out the tea on the set, I wouldn't care. I just love to be there.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, obviously everyone starts out on the runner, but, you know, who knows? I mean, apparently Daniel Craig was struggling to do work until he got, became an actor.
He was homeless for a while, funnily enough.
Yeah, well, apparently.
The sets by Ken Adam, I mean, wow. I mean, he did such a great job. I mean,
I
this
agree.
set here. I mean, this set here is just amazing.
This is a terrific scene. Actually, I think this film introduces the organisation Spectre. But I don't think they ever refer to Blofeld as Blofeld yet. It's either just number one or number two at the moment.
Well, it's not the first. Well, it's not the first film where you see Blofeld. You see him in From Russia with Love. Well, I mean, you see part of him, and then the same with Thunderball, and then you finally see him in You Only Live Twice. But yeah, I mean, it's a crime, I think, that Ken Adam never won an Oscar for any of the Bond sets that he created. I mean, he was an absolute genius. I mean, the sets for You Only Live Twice, Spy Love Me. I mean, he was a great set designer. It's such a crime that he never won any Oscars, but yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. He was totally robbed of an Oscar. I mean, look at how many great sets he's done over the years. I mean, I know awards aren't everything, but still, it would be nice to think that the Academy, Academy, thought that there was a lot of talent in that guy.
I agree with Calvin Dyson. The whole tarantula thing is a bit stupid because tarantulas, I mean, they're big spiders, but they're not poison. They're not going to harm you. They're not going to kill you or anything. So, I mean, if they had to get a spider, they should have got one that was poisonous, you know. I mean, more sense the tarantula, but yeah.
Good old tarantula. It does feel very much low budget this time round. Again, it's no fault of the filmmakers. It's just they weren't as successful in 1962 as they are now.
Yeah. Well, they only really had one location for this Jamaica, and it does feel sort of low budget because it is the first one. They didn't have as much money as the others, but it doesn't bother me that much. You know, I mean, I still think it looks pretty good. You know, for the budget they had, but yeah. And obviously the budgets would get bigger because the films made a lot of money as they went forward. Like this made a lot of money, and then For Mustard Love, Goldfinger, you know. So as each film went on, they could afford to have bigger sets, more locations, bigger stunts, you know.
I think Coming Soon is one of the most classic scenes in the franchise. This is that is Smith and Wesson, new Hydra 6.
Boom. Sean Connery. Yeah, I could have asked for a better guy to play Bond.
Yeah, Sean Connery was the right guy for the job, and when he stayed in the role for well 6 films, although technically he left and came back. But yeah, he's still a great Bond, very great Bond.
Uh,
Oh yeah, this is a bit weird. This scene. Oh, look out, Mr. Bond. What's weird is that it is sort of edited in time with the music. It goes dun 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 dun.
I agree with Calvin Dyson and the Looney Tunes sound effect.
Dun, 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 dun. That's how folks.
It's like dun dun dun. It's like some of the Looney Tunes, but yeah. Oh god. Bond's on his PJs.
I've seen Bond wearing his pajamas.
Crab key. It's funny, Quentin Tarantino wanted to do a Bond film. I don't know how the fuck he would do that, but yeah.
Yeah. There's rumour that Christopher Nolan wanted to do one as well, but only when Craig leaves, so they'd have to cast someone else first. But it'd be interesting to see those high-profile directors do it. Because, I mean,
I love
essentially,
this.
Carrie is fairly unknown. I mean, unless you've seen Beasts of a Nation or some of his other work, he's still pretty unknown.
Didn't he direct Mad Men?
What Carrie Fukunaga?
I think he directed True Detective or Mad Men or something. I don't know.
Yeah, True Detective, that was the one.
Yeah, I heard that's very good. Just never seen it. Um, no, I love to see Nolan do a Bond film because I think he'd do a great job. I mean, his favorite Bond film is Under Majesty's Secret Service, and I think he'd do an excellent Bond. I think he'd do an excellent Bond film.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great director. I mean, I love the Dark Knight trilogy. I also love Insomnia of Al Pacino. It's a great film, but yeah. I think this is the first girl that, well, no, it's not actually. Sylvia Trent is the first one he seduces. So there's Sylvia Trent in this film, and then there's this girl here, and then Honey Rider. So that's 3 girls that he fucks in this film.
Oh, Mr. Bond.
Maybe. Good.
Give it
Sure.
to me.
So would you like some shacks?
Yes, Sean. Yes, I would.
I was talking to you, bitch.
Timothy.
Why does he need a Geiger counter? I mean, that's for radiation. Like, what? There's radiation there? Fuck.
Oh. I thought this was a Bond movie.
Yeah. You don't want to get near radiation, Bond. You might get cancer. Radioactive. Fuck. I mean, get a hazmat suit or something. Get the fuck out of there, Bond.
That guy standing next to him is kind of dressed like Sean Connery.
Oh yeah, Felix. Yeah.
Oh, Felix. Oh, yeah. They do look very similar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like he's got a similar shirt and hair and tie. Maybe they made him look a bit too similar to Bond, but yeah. All the stuff with the dragon's a bit stupid in my opinion. Like, who really would believe there's dragons on an island? But it doesn't really damage the film, but it's just a bit silly. But yeah. I haven't seen this film in quite a few years, actually.
Same, I don't really rush back to this one a huge amount, but I do have a lot of admiration for it, obviously being the first Bond movie. But, I mean, it certainly isn't perfect.
Yeah. I think I last watched this fully when I reviewed it back in 2014, so about 5 years ago, but yeah. I certainly take this over all the other Bond films like Die Another Day and Tomorrow Never Dies and pretty much any of the Brosnan films, but yeah.
Yeah. And this girl, whatever her name is, she's pretty hot.
And that's why Bond wants to fuck her. Well. Oh, I bet it is. Even more lovely with you.
Wow.
If Bond, if the franchise began now, it would never have taken off because it would just been Bond would just have been accused of being a sexist pig and chauvinist and all. But yeah. It's a nice car in this. I mean, it's not as good as the DB5, but I like the car he has in this film.
Pretty great. And here we get our first car chase of the entire series.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of obvious that Connery is driving it against back projection, but it's still a nice car chase. It's kind of obvious that's back projection, but it's well done. It's a well done car chase.
Yeah, that's the thing with old films. Nowadays, you start to notice all that a lot more, but again, they were just constricted by budget, so I was just grateful to have them there, to be fair.
Yeah. It's still a pretty fun car chase.
Oh.
You alright, buddy?
Yeah, sorry, I'm really tired.
Fair enough. We only have an hour left.
Should be alright, yeah. Just try and keep my eyes open.
I like this line Connery delivers. He's like, "Where were they going? I think they were on their way to your funeral." Like,
Three blind mice in a row.
3 blind mice, here they go.
I mean, they should have made a longer version of that theme and placed it at the start.
Well, the Bond theme or 3
No,
blind
no,
mice?
three blind mice.
That'd have been odd, but yeah. Oh, quite revealing.
Oh, hello there. Yes.
Oh, nice titties.
She's a gorgeous girl.
That's why I'm gonna fuck her. Well,
Sean Connery.
oh, I think I like this girl for 2 reasons. I mean, nowadays he'd be accused of being a rapist and a sexist by just grabbing her like that and kissing her.
There's a fair amount of talking in this film as well. I remember. Not the most action of the series.
Yeah, well, I suppose they can't do loads of action all the time because they don't have the budget. But it doesn't bother me. But yeah, you're right. It isn't the most action packed. I mean, So far, I've only had 2 action scenes, I think, but yeah. I like that bamboo wall. It's quite cool.
Yeah, it's a very interesting design. Certainly very more specific to Jamaica.
Yeah. And around wet hair, the darn pneumonia. Oh, I like you very much.
Smith and Wesson. Petrol 6.
Quite a sexy scene. Oh,
Very steamy.
look, no hands. I mean, now you'd be accused of being a sexist, rapist, or something like that for kissing her without her saying, "Oh, I'll allow you to kiss me," but oh, God. Nice transition. Cuts to
Yeah.
the thing and then back. I'm Shane, we're going out for food, bitch! Use your iPhone. Well, toxic. Connery and his gorilla hair.
He would only get more hairy as the years go on.
Oh yeah, in Bounce of Forever, he's really hairy. Well, Brosnan had the gorilla hair as well. Roger, I think, and the other Bonds are bare-chested, but Connery and Connery and Brosnan are the ones with the hair. Oh, let's have sex again. I love the way he just looks at his watch. Like, do I have time to have a bit more sex? It's quite funny. Well, I never noticed that before when he just looks at his watch when he starts kissing her. Well,
Connery charming his way there.
oh, spotting his face. Oh, I like you to spit in my cock, bitch, not in my face.
Oh my.
I mean, you can kind of tell Connery was a bodybuilder. I mean, he was one before he became Bond. And you kind of see that in the way, I mean, the suits on him and stuff, but yeah. Ugh. I look you better if I'd your Beretta. Oh, you there, Ollie?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know that line, I like you better if I'd your Beretta. We should have a
Yeah.
scene in Bond. We should have a scene in Bond Life where Connery's in the shower and Craig comes in. Well, that'd be funny.
That
Well,
would be good. Expecting Timothy.
well, oh God. He used
Oh,
that song quite a lot. Underneath a mango tree, me and me.
yeah. Well, I mean, there are a couple of versions online. The review that I did of this film, I saw like a remix version. That was the one I used. It was interesting.
Well,
But yeah,
here's the famous scene coming up. That's a Smith and Wesson, and you had your 6.
an hour into the movie. Oh, nearly. Anyway.
Oh, he's playing cards with himself. I mean,
Hello?
funnily enough, silencers in movies, like you never hear the bullet, but in real life, silencers are still very loud.
Ah,
Oh,
busted. I think this is one of the moments that made Connery stand out above the rest.
Yeah. This is probably the best scene for Connery in the film.
Yeah, he's just so smooth.
Uh-oh. There's a bit of an echo
Oh,
there.
there? Oh, right. I can't hear
No,
an
no, no,
echo.
no, no. No, there's an echo in the audio of the film when Dent's talking.
Oh, guess we're
And
watching
you've
it slightly out of sync.
had your sex. Oh, shot him twice just to make sure. So got a license to kill.
I mean, this film is quite simple, but it works. You know, it's a good way to sort of start the franchise, give the viewers a taste of what's to come.
Yeah. He sort of wears that blue shirt in Goldfinger as well, like that blue outfit.
Yeah, what is with the dragon stuff? I don't really get that.
Mm. Yeah, I don't get it either, but yeah. Everyone, rock the boat, baby, rock.
Oh wow! I mean, I love the look of the sea. It's just very stunning.
Yeah, the nighttime uh, filming here, evening nighttime filming looks really nice. It's very well shot film, like in terms of the way it's made and stuff, well lit and everything. Well,
I wonder where they went out to film this. Did they actually go out to Jamaica and film?
yeah, they did. Yeah,
Oh, good for
pretty
them.
sure they did. But yeah, but I think Jamaica was sort of the only location. Not briefly at the start, but yeah.
I think it's great now that Jamaica's become like a staple location in the Bond franchise.
That's true, yeah. Funny enough, I kayak up
Oh,
in
do you?
Bengal and things like. Yeah, I'm quite good at it. Yeah.
I've always wanted to try kayaking. I bet it's really hard to learn.
Oh no, it's not that hard to learn it. It's quite fun as well. Although it is quite a, you have to have quite a lot of energy to do it.
Oh, we still haven't got to the classic Honey Rider scene yet.
Yeah. Funnily enough, it feels like it's earlier in the film.
Yeah,
That Honey Rider scene.
it always did feel like it was earlier, but then when you watch the movie, you remember, oh yeah, until the second half of the film.
Yeah.
It's,
Funnily enough, she was sort of cast by accident. Like the producers were looking for someone who looked like a Bond girl, and they saw like this guy's wife, and it was Ursula Andress, and she was like in a bikini or something. He's like, "Oh, we want a girl like that," and that's how she was cast.
because essentially she's a supermodel, really.
Super duper model, yes.
Yeah. They didn't dub her singing, did they?
I think she might have been dubbed for this film. Like, I don't know if she could speak English. I mean, she can now, but I don't know if she could back then. Ooh, ow! feast for mine eyes. Fucking love to be Bond with all those beautiful women.
Wait, we never hear James Bond sing again.
Yeah. It was only briefly, anyway. Yeah.
Underneath the mango tree.
I mean, they've homaged this scene where she comes out of the water many times in Die Another Day when Jinx comes out of the water, and Casino
Craig.
Royale when Casino Royale where Craig comes out of the water.
Oh my God, her body is a temple.
Oh. I was gonna say, didn't you say in Casino Royale the scene where Craig comes out of the water, like that was done by accident? They filmed that by accident.
It happened by accident because apparently, like, something to do with him, like, he had to, like, the water was sort of like too shallow to swim, so he had to go a little bit further out, and then he just sort of had to stand up and look around, and yeah, that's I think that was decided on the day. So yeah, it unintentionally referenced Ursula Andress.
Yeah. I mean, I think Honey Rider's one of the best Bond girls. I mean, she's the first Bond girl. She sort of defined the role of the Bond girl.
Yeah, I like her character as well. Like, she actually does have some character development. I know some of the girls are just kind of there just to be sexualized, and that will continue later on in the series. The only thing I might say about this film is some of the pacing is a little bit slow in areas.
Yeah. I promise. As long as you give me your touch.
Oh, Connery.
Coral's having a good old look there.
And she is unbelievably beautiful.
She's all natural as well. No fake tits. Better go back for your shells. She looks even better in HD.
Oh yeah, say that again.
Uh-oh.
Get down.
Definitely not.
Oh, close.
Oh, fuck. I mean, they're really taking a gamble because one of those bullets could have shot them.
They're coming back.
Back on the dogs, huh?
It is. Release the hounds.
Excellent. Yeah, this is a great film to start the series. I mean, it is a little bit slow, but pacing for the most part's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fine. I think that the parts of From Russia with Love are a little slow as well.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which
I
one's
think
better.
Goldfinger. Yeah, I think From Russia with Love's better, but yeah, I think it was a bit harsh in my review. I gave it a 7. I'll probably give it an 8 or a 9 now.
Yeah. Can't take my eyes off Ursula Andress.
How could you not?
Yeah, she's not around anymore, is she?
Oh no, I think she is still alive.
Oh wow, I mean, incredible. She's
I mean,
what? How old is she?
but
In her 90s?
or probably or maybe 80s. I mean, funnily enough, Honor Blackman, Pussy Galore, she's still alive and she's in her 90s, which is insane. But yeah. I mean, she was already kind of old when she was in Goldfinger. She was like 41 or whatever. So she's like, she's in her 90s now. Honor Blackman, Pussy Galore.
I was gonna say she must be. But how she would be able to survive?
And they're back to Kingston. It's funny because I couldn't really picture any other Bond in this film apart from Connery.
I can't imagine Roger Moore in it either. Underneath the mango tree, behind the enemy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
great.
true. I couldn't imagine Craig in it either. Imagine if Brosnan was in this film. Underneath the mango tree, me honey and me.
Wow.
Oh. Why don't we rub water over you? Get you all wet? Well,
That's the beauty about James Bond. So many colourful locations. It's just it's that exotic aspect of the kind of travelling around and seeing the locations. Uh, Obviously, this one sticks very close to Jamaica, and obviously then Doctor No's lair, which I think is fine. Yeah, obviously in the future films they will go to many more places, which I think is great, and I'm glad that became a tradition of the series.
yeah. Well, Jamaica's a beautiful place. I'd love to go there one day. Imagine if we shot a Bond film together, like an official Bond film.
Is there a dog there?
Yes.
I'll just get that.
Funnily enough, my dad's girlfriend's got a new dog, like a black Labrador, and I've been walking it recently.
They're gone.
Imagine if they got caught. Game over. Well. Uh-oh.
You sound like the Teletubbies there. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Teletubbies. La la. Po. Oh. I used to watch that when I was a kid. I wonder if that show still goes, Teletubbies. Oh shit.
I think where else like Connery was one of the toughest Bonds because I think he was an ex bodybuilder before he became James Bond, so he's already got those sort of physical skills, and he's very muscular, and he has the physique of the part. I don't think as much as Craig, but at least he's very fit, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the way he killed that guy there, I mean, pretty cold-blooded. Ooh. He's looking mighty fine.
Fine, fine.
I bet all the women went crazy when Connery had his shirt off. No, it's weird. Connery was younger than Roger Moore, but I think Roger Moore aged better than Connery, even though he was older. I mean, funnily enough, like Roger Moore, he was like 45 when he did Live and Let Die, and he looked much better than Connery did in Diamonds Are Forever. Like, Moore looked a lot better than Connery in Live and Let Die than Connery and in Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah. Wow. Pretty good.
So these seashells.
I like this moment where her and Bond start talking and she gets to sort of reveal a bit more about her past, which I think is good. Definitely sets her
Yeah.
apart from other films that are yet to come.
No, I agree. Like, they gave her a lot of backstory, which is quite good. They said her dad was dead. Just think someone must have killed her dad or something. She shells seashells on the seashore. You say you know a lot more things than Bond does. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, he's bloody MI6. I mean, he's got to be pretty smart to get that job. You there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. Just forgive my slow replies.
I thought you'd fallen asleep.
I'm getting there.
Don't have much longer.
Yeah.
But
Well,
half an hour left. We just got over half an hour left, so it's not that much long.
Should be alright. I mean,
Ooh.
this is one of the shortest Bond movies, so. Gosh.
Just getting interested in Bond. He's like, oh, do you have a woman of your own? Well, you can be my woman if you want. Imagine if he just turned around and said, yes, Timothy, he's my woman.
More than a woman to me.
I love that edit when you have Connery looking in the water and like Dalton coming out of it. That was hilarious. Oh, God. Well, what's that called, that video that you did, the edit?
Oh, I can't remember. Well, these things.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, the dragon itself is cool, but I don't get the point of it. But the lighting of the scene is really cool, like how it's all in the dark and all of that.
it's quite fun. I mean, it's a bit stupid. Like, I mean, it's quite obvious. You can see it from a distance that it's not a dragon. It's a tank or whatever, some kind of mud tank with like flamethrowers on it. But I mean, it looks cool. I don't know why the natives would actually think it's a dragon, but yeah. Quarrel's death here is actually quite brutal. He gets burnt alive. Burn, baby, burn! Disco Inferno! Connery in that thing.
Fucking hell, that fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Oh, shit.
If only.
He's burnt to a crisp. I mean, that's quite a dark scene, quite a brutal scene.
I think it's pretty cool when we get to Dr. No's lair. Then we finally get to see the villain story, Dr. No. Like, but I do agree, he probably could have done a little bit more in the last 20 minutes. But I see why they did what they did for the story.
Yeah. It's funny because they get radiation sickness, I think, and get treated. But I mean, yeah. Just going for a stroll.
Yeah.
Or it's high radiation zone. Whoa. She's definitely a tough one. Don't be a bitch. Oh. Stats are great. Ken Adam, I mean, bravo. Keep an eye on them on. Oh, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah. Oh, and then they finally get captured by some cronies. I think, again, adding to your point about Ken Adams' set design, it's also very impressive for the lair.
Yeah. Have a wee wash. A lot of radiation. They could get cancer later in life. Oh, take off all their clothes. Ooh.
But they
I wish
will.
we saw. I wish we saw Ursula Andress fully naked. That'd been great. But yeah,
You pervert!
come on, you'd have liked to seen it too.
Yeah, no, true. I'm sure many other people would as well.
Ooh, she is a babe.
Oh, God. How much hair does Sean Connery need?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah.
Can you imagine calling it like Garnier? Like yes, 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 oh yes.
Oh. Wow. That set is incredible.
He did an excellent job with all the Bond films.
And then it's just such a blow he never got an Oscar. Because, I mean, looking at this, it looks absolutely fantastic.
It still holds up to this day.
I mean, Peter Lamont does a good job for the new films, but obviously you can never truly beat the original person.
Yeah,
And
he's not a patron. Not a
yeah,
patron, Ken Adam. But yeah.
Ken Adams set the benchmark for the production design of Bond.
I mean, I think his best set was the set for The Spy Loved Me because that was the biggest set ever made at the time. And, you know, that set with the two submarines is just excellent. I love that set. But yeah.
Yeah. Cough it up.
Oh, you'd like me to cough, wouldn't you? You'd like me to die. Strongberg. Oh, let's have a bit of grub. I'll have a Scotch egg.
Oh, mate.
Oh. Oh. What else would they want? Oh, could you give me a pack of condoms?
Well, good old Durex.
On
do
Scotch,
really need-
on second thoughts, bring the vibrator up.
Yeah, we really do need to get to the villain now.
Yeah, it does take a while. We're an hour and 22 minutes in, and it's an hour and 50-minute movie, so they should have got to the villain earlier. I'd have got to Doctor No by about an hour into the film, but yeah.
Yeah, that is the one downside, is that he only appears in the third act. But still, the rest of the film is good. I won't deny that, and it's interesting to watch it back. It's very nostalgic.
Yeah. It's a prison with Merc Line and first class service.
It's a totally dog world out there, Peanut.
Both being drugged. Oh. Huh. Doesn't like coffee. Doesn't like that anymore.
Decaf.
No, I don't really understand why he needs to drug them, because they're already his prisoners. Oh, here we are, Dr. No. I like the way you just see his feet and his shadow. I mean, that's well done. It's a nice shot.
Yeah. Build up the suspense.
Oh. The name's Bond. James Bond.
It's bad. James bad.
It's funny because you know the way he has those metal hands, because his real hands are like destroyed. How does he go for a piss? That's what I want to know. Like, oh, how does he unzip and do up his trousers?
It's an interesting observation. Oh, hey, honey.
Oh, oh! If only she'd pull that away so we could see her tits.
At the very least, yeah.
I mean, we've seen Bond without his shirt. Why can't we see her without her shirt?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Undo the button.
Don't do it up, undo it.
It's not like James to button the shirt of a lady up.
Usually it's the other way around. I mean, he's just a woman's plaything.
Well, they're his playthings.
Yeah. I mean, someone points it out, and they're kind of right. Bond's kind of a prostitute for his country because he'll sleep with all these women just to get information.
I like Connery's costume here. They're giving him a sort of a similar like Nehru jacket just to match with Doctor No.
I like that line there. She says, I like the fact that your hands are sweating too. And he's like, of course I'm scared. It kind of makes Bond more human.
Yeah, I mean he's not a Superman.
He's not a Superman.
He's well and truly a real person. I think it's important to establish that as well, even though he's emotionally cold. He isn't, indestructible, and he isn't like without fear. And I like that.
Yeah. Great set. Wow. Wonderful sets.
I think actually Doctor No has some of the best sets in the series.
I'll agree with you. And considering the fact it's the first one, it's very impressive.
Very, yeah. And it's just like the layer is just so expansive.
Yeah, and very different throughout. Yeah, this is the only scene in the film that's kind of ridiculous. Like, look how large those fish are, and compared to Connery and Ursula Andress, it's just kind of ridiculous. It's like it's so obvious they kind of filmed that underwater and had a close up. Oh, here we are.
Yeah, I mean it works all right. I mean it's only a couple of shots.
Here he is, Doctor No. You know, funnily enough, even though he's not in the film that much, Doctor No is one of my favorite villains because I mean the actor he just does such a good job of playing Doctor No. I mean he plays him in a very cold and calculating way. I mean, he's a great villain. He just needs more screen time, but yeah. Funny, sort of European and Asian looking. Mm. Yes. Or why do they call you Doctor No?
Because Doctor Yes was already taken.
Imagine if he was like a prostitute, Doctor Ho. Oh. Doctor Ho? Yeah, and a Chinese girl of a good family, so explains why he's sort of Asian and European looking. Oh, sneaky bastard.
Very.
He's a great villain. The actor who plays him does a really good job, and he's definitely one of my favorite Bond villains. It's just a shame he isn't in the film more, but yeah. I wonder how he lost his hands. Was it radiation or were they cut off or something?
I'm
Never tried to
assuming it's some
explain that.
kind of radiation, but they don't explain it, do they?
No, they don't know.
I like this conversation between the two of them. And I love the line when Bond says, "Oh, world domination. Same old dream."
Yeah. What is his plot? Hmm. Take her away. So long, bitch. Connery's great in this film. Good line. I prefer the 53 myself.
The dialogue was just, it wasn't too humorous and it wasn't too serious. It was just right for Connery, I think.
Yeah. Oh, burn. Oh, so he wants to topple American missiles.
Oh, interesting.
Spectre, yes. Executive for Counterintelligence, or Fen. I like how they explain what it stands for. It has to be. Funnily enough, John Pertwee was friends with Ian Fleming, and he actually taught how to be a spy, and like they would have these things that you would have a map inside one of your buttons, which is quite interesting. Or God. Do you like Doctor No as a villain?
I don't. Sorry, what was the question?
Do you like Doctor No as a villain?
I think he's a good villain. He just has a lack of screen time.
Yeah. Oh, effort. And my pride. Oh, was it to recruit him?
Maybe.
And quarrel. You are just a stupid policeman. It's a nice line. I heard that Rami Malek might be playing Doctor No and Spectre. I hope he's not.
Yeah, that was only a rumor. I don't think he will be playing Doctor No. He could be playing somebody that's linked to Spectre, but I think it's a new character that's being devised.
I don't mind, you know, other actors playing Blofeld because Blofeld never really dies in the series, but Doctor No is already dead, so I only see one actor playing Doctor No. Same with Goldfinger, same with Kananga, that sort of thing. Near the end of the film now.
I think
Got
we're
about
almost
15 minutes left, so
something like that. Yeah, never struggled to stay awake so much. Sorry, pal.
yeah, that's all right. As long as you
This is
don't
why I
fall
kind of
asleep.
needed to start earlier. Just refrain from falling asleep.
Well, we only got 15 minutes left, so don't fall asleep before the film ends.
Try my best not to.
You find the film boring? Well, yeah, then. He's got a shoe, and he's here for you.
I think we quite like all of this, like the final confrontation, like when Bond fights Doctor No, and then he's trying to crawl his way through the vent. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, he's crawling like a caterpillar.
Yes.
Yeah, this I love all these scenes in the vents. They're really cool. He nearly dies at one point because the water like nearly sucks him away.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Looks like that fall could kill you.
Careful.
Rami Malek really loves this film.
Does he?
Well, no, he said like, "Oh, what's your favorite Bond films?" He said, "Oh, Doctor No." Oh, it's kind of obvious there that's not Connery. The close up of that of Bond coming down the tube there, like it's obvious that wasn't Connery, but yeah, yeah, but no. Ryan Malik said like they asked him what's his favorite Bond films. He said, "Oh, Doctor No, Man with the Golden Gun."
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, Doctor No is definitely one that people appreciate a lot, as it is the first one.
Yeah, and yeah, funny, not many people like Man with the Golden Gun, but he does, which is, I mean, that's cool. That the water's here. What if that water's got radiation on it? Bond's had a nice wash. Could have played the Bond theme here. Maybe that would have been more appropriate. I don't know. Still there, bud?
Yeah, I'm still here. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
I see you.
I hear you.
So I'm afraid, I mean, this film is way better than fucking any of your films or Penis's films or even Daniel Pleb's films. I mean, he really looks like a wreck in this. I mean, you've never really seen. I don't really think you saw Bond as sort of like bloody and beaten up like that, with his shirt ripped and like dirty and stuff until like
Casino
License to
Royale.
Kill.
Actually, yeah, well, License to Kill. But even then, License to Kill wasn't Bond. It was like bloodily root, beaten up. I guess Casino Royale, if we're talking about Bond himself, but I think the
Well,
series, yeah,
no,
obviously,
at the end of License to Kill, he's really roughed up. He's like completely dirty and got like nosebleed and blood pouring out. But yeah,
well, he's been through a lot.
don't you want to know why?
No, this is for my friends.
God, that was awful. Why would you replace a line like that, which is so much better, with "This is for my friends"?
God, I have no idea.
Perhaps they didn't make this into a game, Doctor No.
Mm. It would be great, all the stealth that you'd have to do to get into the lab.
That'd be cool. Climbing through the vents, that'd be awesome.
Imagine if they ever did Lego James Bond.
That'd be weird.
They're kind of cute.
They probably use clips from the older Bond films if they ever did that.
Oh, so 9 minutes. Come on. My eyes are physically struggling to stay open. Come on. Stop kicking off.
It's not as boring as the Time Monster.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's not really that boring, this film. It is good. It's a good film. I mean, it's not groundbreaking, but I guess it is in the sense. It's a landmark in cinema, but in terms of the actual story, it's not groundbreaking.
That's true, but yeah, it's the first Bond film. So, I mean, there is definitely room for improvement. I kind of agree with Alan. It kind of feels like a pilot. Like they haven't quite perfected the formula yet.
Nope, I think that will take 2 more films for that to happen.
Yeah. I mean, Alan, he said the formula wasn't perfected until Thunderball, but I disagree.
Yeah. Goldfinger is just magic. That's when they got it completely right. In the first 2, still great films, but Goldfinger just took it to a whole new level.
Yeah. Daniel Craig's favorite Bond film.
Is
Goldfinger. Yeah, he said so. Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised. That's when the series really became the Bond series. All of the classic elements were in place, and then it just kind of, it remained for many years.
It's funny because like the American missiles, of course, we had the moon landing 50th anniversary recently. This was like 7 years before that.
Have you seen the film First Man?
No, was it any good?
Very good. It's quite depressing. It's very emotional, but it's a great film.
I should review it soon.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling is amazing as Neil Armstrong. You should definitely check it out if you get a chance.
Yeah, I mean it's the 50th anniversary of the moon landing this year, so I got to review it this year. Check it out.
still got time, I would not worry.
Synchronized for top. I mean, it's amazing that we went to the moon. For me, that's the greatest accomplishment humanity ever did, was getting to the moon. Mm. 19 seconds and counting.
Yeah.
Bond, you're going to cause the nuclear meltdown. In some ways, this is quite stupid because it would cause the nuclear meltdown, like cause the whole place to blow up and radiation spread everywhere.
I mean, I guess that was kind of his intention, but yeah, but he does it so publicly.
I like the final fight with Doctor No when he's trying to climb out, and of course he can't. Oh, shit.
Die! Oh, yeah, well, that's very dangerously close to the toxic waste.
Ooh. Get away, Bond. See how dangerous it is, all the smoke coming off it?
Yeah. I mean,
I like that shot where you see him try to climb up, but he can't because of his metal hands.
I mean, it's weird to think, actually, that Joseph Wiseman as Dr. No essentially has one scene in the movie, which is sad. And then he's just in various different shots until the end of the film. I find that a bit of a shame, to be honest.
Yeah.
Where's Honey?
I don't know. Oh, she's still in her room, I think. Get the fuck out of there, Bond, before it blows! Honey on my Weetabix! Imagine we said honey and someone like gave him a jar of honey. Get the fuck out of there, Bond. Whoa! Off you go. One for your lives! Chuck him overboard. Still there? Ollie? Hello? Oh, explosive way to end the film. You still there? I think Ollie might have fallen asleep. Hmm. Good way to end the film.
Well, if they made it out alive.
Yeah. What, you fallen asleep there?
Yeah, nearly.
Oh, giving him a blowjob.
That man looks like Jim Carrey.
Smoking.
Okay. I suppose the ending is a little abrupt.
Bit cheesy,
Okay.
but a good way. Good way to end the film.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's it. Filmed in Jamaica and at Pinewood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is Dr. No. It's a good one. And it is the first film, so you've got to appreciate it for that. I think it's a good, solid film, but I don't think it's anything more than that. It's a pretty good start to the series, and it's a pretty good introduction to Sean Connery Bond as well. The story is decent. I like the story. It works. I do think Doctor No as the villain could come in sooner, but and slow. But the sets are tremendous. The music is wonderful. Sequence is weird, but yeah. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. But overall, I really did enjoy it, and I enjoyed the action scenes that we have as well. So yeah, I give Doctor No an 8 out of 10 personally. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with you. It's a great film, great start to the series, and it's a cinematic game changer. But I do have a few problems with it. Like, I think Doctor No was introduced too late into the film. It does have a few pacing issues, and you can tell they haven't quite perfected the formula yet. But I still think it's a very good film and a great start to the series. And without this film, we wouldn't have had Goldfinger, Much of Love, Live and Let Die, Skyfall, Casino Royale. So you have to give it credit for that. So yeah, I'll probably give it the same as you. I give it a 8 out of 10. You there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just letting you speak. So yeah, what do you score the movie?
I just said 8 out of 10.
Okay, cool. So yeah, rather unfortunately, it looks like this will be the last hangout we do, at least via Google Hangouts. I mean, unless we can find another way of live streaming, this is it, folks. It's been an interesting ride. We've had some great times. Um, Unfortunately, well, we had planned to do another commentary, but we had to do Doctor No in the end. But I'm quite happy with Doctor No. It was good, and I just want to say a personal thank you to Jack for all the commentaries and the hangouts. It's been a tremendous amount of fun. So thanks, buddy, and I hope that we can find another way of continuing these events.
Yeah, I think we will. We'll definitely find a way of doing more hangouts or something like that. I think I found an alternative, so hopefully we can get that up and running, and we'll do more audio commentaries and hangouts in the future, which should be good. But yeah, we were going to do Godfather Part 2, but unfortunately, all doesn't have the DVD. Couldn't find it. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing Doctor No for what it was, but yeah.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, thinking about it now, I would have said no to Godfather 2 because I start work fairly early tomorrow.
Yeah, you'd probably. It's a good thing we didn't watch it. You probably would have fallen asleep by the end of it.
Yeah, I was struggling. I'm kind of like struggling to stay awake, so probably going to hit the bed now. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching and listening. It's been fun. This is Ollie and this is Jack. See you later.